What is the difference between cage-free, free-range, and pasture? And what is yours?
Well,
what is this considered?
there are no laws that regulate birds. So birds are considered fowl. So they're not actually protected in any way by any animal safety laws. So they can make whatever title they want with all sorts of layers to that. There's a Cornucopia Institute, their egg standard. And we've basically tripled what that is. But because I'm not a really big farm that's just selling eggs, I'm not registered in any of those places because, again, I'm not an egg production farm. I'm trying to go back to using what we've always been using, which is having animal husbandry involved with your farm field so that you can have a rotation of things. We aren't using chicken manure as a compost or as a fertilizer. I have the hens on the bed when I'm done growing there and before I cover crop it. So it's going to help the cover crop have nutrients, and the cover crop's going to have nutrients back for what I grow there next. And it's not, I hate all those titles of cage free, because really, if you have a big house that you put all your hens in and you have a field that they have access to, if they don't know how to scratch in that field or forage for bugs, and they know that their food's inside, they're not going to go out there. They don't care to do the extra work. But if they're taught that work is what they do, then they're going to always be scratching. They're going to always be looking. They're going to always be foraging. So there's a really big difference in that. And even when people say, oh, my neighbor has eggs they give me, I can guarantee you that your neighbor's not fermenting grain, that your neighbor doesn't have a compost pile, and that those hens don't have access to vegetation. And if you go to your neighbor's house and where the hens are is completely dirt and mud, they're likely also eating bacteria, because if they try to peck at the ground where they are all the time, they'll be pecking at poop because they just poop everywhere. So having that rotation is really important, and it's great to have backyard eggs. There's nothing wrong with it, but just be aware that it's not the same. It's not comparable.
The biggest thing is that they have more space and that they're also on the farmland too.
Yeah, that they're aware that their job is to forage for food that keeps them healthy in ways that I don't have to supplement. And so then they're getting what's most natural for their body.